thing to remember as regards the ex-case legislation and the threat to life of this proposed legislation, it will affect no more than 5 to 10 Irish women every year. Keep that in mind. You might think this is very important, you might think it's momentous, but in actual fact it's a tiny number of women. And as was referred to earlier by Alba, the Favier tragedy would probably not have been averted if this legislation had been in place, because the threat there was the threat to her health rather than her life. And we as doctors would argue that the difference between health and life is a continuum, and you can never say where on that line a particular patient is. And unfortunately, the only way of establishing whether you are right or not is when the patient has died. And that is not acceptable. The health of Irish women is being compromised day in and day out in Ireland. Our current Irish government continues to compromise the health of Irish women. It turns its back in the current situation of women who have their life threatened, but most particularly it turns its back on women who are having their health threatened. Women, as in previous circumstances, who have pregnant as a result of criminal acts like rape and incest, women who have life-threatening illnesses, women who carry pregnancies with fetal anomalies. It turns the back on the health of all those women. But more to the point, it turns the back on the more than 4,000 Irish women who travel to usually the UK every year for an abortion. Because in reality, remember, abortion is a common experience for Irish women. More than 150,000 Irish women are thought to have travelled for abortions, and they're just the ones documented who have given Irish addresses. Never mind all the people for legitimate reasons who didn't for reasons of confidentiality. Nothing to count all the women who access medication on the internet and are having medical abortions in that fashion. More than 4,000 women who travel every year. It's variously estimated that between 1 in 10 and 1 in 15 Irish women have had an abortion. In affluent, well-educated circles, it's thought to be as many as 1 in 5 Irish women. So look about you. These are our friends, our colleagues, our neighbours, they're our sisters, they're our children, they're our mothers. This is a common Irish experience. But would you know that? Not at all, because every government for 20-something years has said we will pay attention to the mere 15% of the population who are anti-choice. All the current box plots say that 85% of the Irish population supports a pro-choice position as per the X case. So what I'm asking you here today is to say no more. Let's end this silence. Much of this, it is our job in Doctors for Choice to end the silence amongst doctors. Here it's important for us all to end this silence. We are the 85%. So go home and say to your neighbours, your family, your work parties, I was on the X-Case march on Saturday. Or say, get this government off its backside and change the legislation now. There